Before I even get to Mosque Maryam, I want you to look at Chicago itself. Look at the landscape. As I'm driving, one of the first things that hits me is just how wide everything feels. The streets are wide, the blocks are huge. Even some of the alleyways feel bigger than what I'm used to back in Philly. And when I ride through Woodlawn, especially coming down Stony Island, you can see way off into the distance. Chicago has this huge flat landscape where the city just seems to stretch out in front of you. So I'm going to slow the footage down right here. Just look at it. Look at how much space is between things. Coming from Philly, I noticed the difference immediately. Philly is more compressed. The neighborhood can feel tighter, more packed in, more intimate. And there's something special about that too. Sometimes closeness creates its own energy. People, ideas, music, culture, everything bouncing off each other. Chicago feels different. Chicago feels massive. You have this flat land stretching across the city, and then you have Lake Michigan right there. That helps give Chicago that famous wind and openness. You don't have mountains surrounding the city, shutting the view down. You have land, sky, buildings, streets, and space. A lot of space. Even when you look at old images of places like Cabrini Green, notice the enormous spaces around and between those buildings. It shows you just how much land Chicago has to work with. And that same feeling hit me when I came into Woodlawn. Massive streets, massive blocks, massive buildings. Then I get closer to Mosque Maryam, and man, the building sits on that block almost like a castle, wide, powerful. The sun is hitting the entire area, and from a distance, the scale of the building and the block gives it this almost ancient city feeling to me. It makes me think about those images of monumental cities from ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia, large structures sitting under an open sky, where the architectural itself tells you something important happens here. That's what struck me about Chicago. It isn't only the buildings, it's the space around the buildings. And sometimes the space itself makes the building feel even more powerful. I think it's Woodlawn. We out here in Chicago, Woodlawn section. Just had to come to the mosque over here, you know what I mean, in Chicago. So this is the ultimate Honorable Elijah Muhammad. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad's boulevard right here. That's major to point out. You know what I'm saying? You see right there. It's a little, cause of Canada, y'all, it's a little hazy. But the Honorable Elijah Muhammad Way, right? That's deep, right? So here's the Maryam, Mosque Maryam, right? Why am I showing this, right? The reason I'm showing this historical site is because I was born in the Nation of Islam. I grew up. We're gonna take a walk. I grew up in the nation, right? So I grew up in the nation, And it taught me a lot of what I know now, but also by my mom and pop, right? My mom and pop taught me. But I grew up in the nation. We went to Temple number 12, and then in Harlem too, right? Those are the places I grew up. So this is really just me showing y'all, just coming to the mosque, showing y'all, you know, a part of me. And part of that me is growing up in the nation. You know what I'm saying? Me growing up, being a kid, and I was born in it. So I had my name like 3 years before I actually was even born. So if you think of it like that, you understand a lot about a lot of stuff that I'm doing. I'm always trying to work toward empowering our people. You know what I'm saying? That's just something I always did, whether it's through fiction, whether it's through anything. I'm not going to go in because this is not where I go. And even though I don't attend any of the mosques or even the masjid, I've been born in it, did it so long. When you're a Muslim, you're a Muslim. But this is the nation. The reason I like the nation part of Islam, because they really teach you about who you are as yourself, right? I know a lot of people might not agree, other people that different Muslims, but I know what it does for me. Yeah, this is bad out here, y'all. It's right now, and it's bad out here. So just take a look, man. See how powerful this is, right? We in Chicago, right? We're in Chicago, right? And when you walk and you see brothers selling bean pies or final calls, they're not just doing it. They're selling you knowledge, intellect, selling you a future of what's to come, what you can do for your neighborhoods and what you can do for yourself. So to me, on the real, this represents something bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? So know that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we out here in Chicago, right? The home of the writer. What's the home of? It's the home of Gwendolyn Brooks. That's what I was trying to think of. The writer, Gwendolyn Brooks. And just mentioning that because I dig a lot of her stuff. But it's a home of a lot of major hip-hop artists and blues singers and jazz singers. And I talk about our culture, but by no means am I for, like, disrespecting other cultures. No. I can exist with you and be friends with you and everything. But understand my culture as well. So it's just to always know that, yes, never mind the campaign and what people said about it and, oh, black lives don't matter. Yes, we're saying black lives matter too. We're in this world too. And don't be disrespectful to us. We're not trying to be disrespectful to you either. But we coexist and we're going to have to. So don't be scared of my culture. And I'm not scared of your culture. We have to continue to have dialogue so we can improve these things if there is a problem. It's not a problem with us, or I should say with me. I can coexist with other cultures and tell stories, and we kick it. It's nothing. Peace.